Starting school, wow, it is such a massive milestone, isn't it? And not just for the kids, but really for the whole family. It's this huge transition that's packed with excitement and, let's be honest, a pretty fair bit of anxiety. So today, we're going to unpack the secrets to building a really powerful partnership with your child's school and how to turn those potential tears into confident first steps.
Just think about it for a second. That very first drop-off. That moment is just so packed with emotion. You're feeling proud, you're excited for them, but that little pang of worry, that's completely normal. And for your child, well, it's a whole new world, right? New faces, new rules, new spaces. It is a very big deal for everyone.
And that really is the million-dollar question we're tackling today. The good news is there are concrete, proven strategies that can completely transform this potentially stressful experience. It's about turning it into a foundation for confidence for both you and your child. It's all about building a bridge between home and school.
Okay, first, let's put a name to the feeling we're talking about: separation anxiety. And here's the most important thing to remember. It is not a sign of a problem. Actually, it's a completely normal, healthy sign of a strong attachment. So when your child cries or clings, they're just communicating their love and, their uncertainty. The key isn't to eliminate it, but to understand it's a typical phase that we can support them through.
A really smooth transition doesn't just magically happen on the first day of school. Nope. It starts weeks or maybe even months before. This is where you really lay the groundwork for all that trust and security.
Every single interaction you have with the school before day one, I'm talking from the first phone call all the way to orientation, is a building block. These little moments are what establish trust. They create consistency between home and school, and they give your child that emotional security they absolutely need to feel safe and ready to learn.
So what are some practical first steps? Well, it all starts with choosing a program that really fits your child's developmental needs. Then visit the school together. Let your child see the space. And definitely go to those orientation meetings. They are so crucial for building that relationship. And maybe most importantly, have an initial, really frank conversation with the teacher to share information and get on the same page. And check this out. This is a simple but incredibly powerful tool. A questionnaire like this, it's not just paperwork. It is a cheat sheet to your child's entire world. What comforts them? What are their favorite things to do? Do they have a special nickname for their blanket? All this detailed info lets a teacher connect with your child on a personal level from the very first moment. So once you've established a connection, it's time to focus on your child's first impression of their teacher. This moment is all about bridging their two worlds, home and school, and showing them that this new person is a trusted part of their circle. And one of the absolute best ways to do this is something you see happening right here, a home visit. When the teacher comes to your child's turf, it kind of flips the script. The child is in their safe space, surrounded by their own things. It's just a brief, low-pressure social visit, and it's all about building that rapport. It shows your child, hey, this new person is a friend, and my parents trust them. Okay, so you've done all the prep work. Now it's time for the main event, the goodbye itself. This is that moment where having a clear, confident plan makes all the difference in the world. And let's be real for a second. Parents feel this moment just as much as kids do. And your child, they pick up on your emotional cues. So if you're feeling anxious and hesitant, they're going to feel that too. But if you have a clear, confident plan, you project that confidence right onto them. You're not just managing their feelings, you're managing your own. A lot of great schools will actually give you a playbook, just like this handout. It's usually full of awesome, actionable tips. Notice a few key ones here. Be really clear about when you're coming back, and try to associate it with something concrete, like after nap time. And crucially, allow the teacher to step in and help. They are trained professionals at handling this exact moment. Okay, so this leads us to a really crucial point. We need to create what experts call a parting ritual. A ritual is really just a predictable routine. And for a child who is navigating a totally new experience, predictability is a lifeline. It tells their brain, I know what's happening now, I know what to expect, and I know I am safe. This sense of predictability is the foundation for building resilience. So what does a good ritual look like? It's really just 4 simple steps. 1, always say goodbye. Sneaking out might seem easier in the moment, but it really erodes trust. 2, keep it quick and consistent. A special handshake, 3 hugs, whatever it is, just do the same thing every single time. 3, be specific about your return. I'll be back after you play outside is so much better than a vague, I'll be back later. And 4, execute the handoff. Let the teacher take the lead and guide your child to the first activity of their day. All right,
Let's zoom out for a minute. All of these small actions, they add up to something so much bigger than just, surviving the first few weeks of school.
This right here is a long-term payoff. By investing in this partnership from day one, you are creating a seamless support system for your child. When home and school are communicating, when they're working together, your child feels understood, they feel secure, and they feel ready to take on all the challenges of learning and growing. So, here's your takeaway playbook. Proactive communication is the absolute foundation of trust. Sharing that key information helps the teacher see your child as a whole person. Consistent routines at home and at school provide that feeling of security. And those predictable goodbyes, they're not just about avoiding tears. They are about teaching your child invaluable coping skills that they'll use for life.
I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? Every single time you follow through on that goodbye ritual and return exactly when you said you would, you're making a deposit in your child's bank of emotional security. And that trust, that's the bedrock of their confidence. So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Whether it's scheduling that first meeting or practicing your special goodbye high five, or even just observing a classroom, what's the one proactive step you can take this week to start building that strong, confident bridge for your child?